Since the beginning of my OnlyFans agency management journey, I've known that I wanted to sell stuff to the people that did this. I want to sell the shovels, baby. I didn't just want to have an agency and recruit models and blah, blah, blah. Even though I know that's what 99% of people want to do or are interested in, I wanted more. I wanted lots of revenue streams. I wanted to sell coaching. I wanted to sell info products. I wanted to build a funnel for myself. I wanted to make social media content to drive traffic, to get the leads and do the email marketing. Like, just because, make it clear, yes, okay, I wanted money, fine. But just because it was something that I had studied for so long and had never found success with, and I was like, oh my God, finally, I have something that I can like figure out how to do this for. How to make the funnel, how to sell the shit, how to fucking, do the email marketing thing, like I just said. And with OFM, I finally had my opportunity. And I have made quite a bit of money from the OnlyFans management community. A lot. And I'm going to tell you how, some tips for you if you want to do it. Because people in OFM have a lot of money. Like, it's a great fucking group of people to sell to because they're not broke. And like, money changes hands quickly all the time with very little, you don't, like, a lot of people will pay somebody $500, $1,000 barely knowing that person. Every boot camp that I've ever sold, I never once had a phone call with these people. They sold for $1,500, $2,000. I've sold coaching packages for fucking $3,000, $4,000. Didn't have a call with them. No call. Just like, oh yeah, you're that guy. Okay, here, read this article and let me know how you want to pay. Do you want to pay Stripe or do you want to pay crypto? And they buy, because that's just how this business is. If you tell somebody in another business, you're like, oh yeah, I make $4,000 sales and it's all handled in Telegram. I don't actually have phone calls with them. Blow their mind. Okay. So I'm going to talk about how to do it right now. If you want. If you don't want to do it, I don't know, go watch another video. Number one, and why am I making this video? Because somebody came into my group today and they also sent me a DM and they're like, hey, I know you've been in the space for a while. I'm interested in making a CRM for, I want to know what you think is the next best platform after OnlyFans or the big up and coming platform, because I want to make a CRM like inflow for it. And I told him, I was like, don't waste your time. Like, it's a waste of time for you to do that because there's no market for it. There's nobody's clamoring for a fucking Fansly CRM, right? It's like all agencies are on OnlyFans because the difference in the return from doing OnlyFans as opposed to Fansly or one of these other sites is just massive. So like, you make the best CRM for Fansly. How many customers are you going to get? 10? Like, if you got 10 customers for that, I'd be impressed, really impressed. So that's why I'm making this video. I talked to him and I told him, and I was like, listen, bro, you're wasting your time. He's like, well, can you give me some advice? And I said, yeah, I'll make a video. So here's the video, brother. Number one, you want to identify I hate this word, but I'm going to use it, the avatar of the person you are trying to sell to. Okay. Common advice in any sort of copywriting or sales is like, you got to understand the guy who you're selling to. Really, it's the audience or the demographic or the community. But like, you want to describe this person as closely as possible to him. Well, at least close enough so that you can identify like what his problems are. The more information that you have about them, the better. Now with OFM, it's a little bit tricky because there's not a lot of us. There's like, how many agency owners are there? 5,000, 10,000. So it's like a small group to sell to. So you don't necessarily want to break it down into too many subgroups. You can, and I'll tell you how to do that. But to give you an idea, like, everybody, once they get big enough, is going to want to use something like Inflow. Not everybody is going to want to use your Reddit, posting bot, for example. So it's like, figure out how niche you want to go, I guess. Well, I take that back. That's not the first thing you should do. The first thing that you do, like I said, is identify and define your avatar, or really your audience. Now, in general, a safe assumption is that your audience is going to be somebody who runs an OnlyFans agency. And the main things that OnlyFans agency owners want, there's three things. They want models, they want traffic, and they want chatters. So like anything that you pick in those three categories is going to make money. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages to either or to all of them, and some are better than others, but they all have drawbacks, and I'll guess I will touch on all of them briefly. Well, no, we'll talk about this in the now we're talking about the second thing, which is identify the problem that this audience has. I don't know if I said that. But the second thing that you want to do is identify the problem. Now, like I said, the three main problems that people have in OnlyFans management: models, traffic, and chatting. You want to solve one of those problems, or you want to solve some aspect of one of those problems. I'll give you some examples, and this will bring me to the next one, which is come up with a solution to the problem. So either come up with a solution to the problem or come up with a solution to a sub-problem of the main problem. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. So let's say, what are the three main categories? Models, traffic, and chatting. If you choose traffic, let's say, I don't know if that's the best one, but it's pretty damn good. Anything that you sell related to traffic, there's a demand for it. Everybody wants traffic. So let's say you want to do something with traffic. Now, solving the main problem would be, as directly as possible, would be I have a traffic service for you and you just pay me and you get traffic. Now, like, to be fair, most of those are scams, but we're talking conceptually here, right? What are some other options for traffic? I can teach you how to get your own traffic. I can teach you how to get traffic on Reddit. I can teach you how to get traffic on Twitter. I can create a software tool that will, I guess we're getting into the sub-problems now. A sub-problem, there's sub-problems and there's sub-sub-problems. A sub-problem would be I can, a problem, let's talk about the problem. I'm all over the place. A sub-problem for, let's say, Instagram traffic would be account creation, right? Account creation or finding the right reels, trendhunter.io, subtle plug. Coming up with something that would make it easier for people to get traffic on Instagram, something that would make it easier for people to get traffic on Reddit by solving a problem that they have. In the Trend Hunter case, the problem is what content do I send to my models to do? There's all types of solutions to those problems. There's free Telegram groups, and then there's more sophisticated solutions like Trend Hunter. But coming up with something like that would solve a problem for a subset of the OFM community. Not everybody does reels, and I guess not everybody, needs to know what kind of content to make, because some models, I guess, do the content on their own. Another problem would be like, let's take Reddit. How do I get traffic on Reddit? Okay, well, you can either sell that method, you can sell a service that does that, where you get the content from them, or you can sell Reddit accounts, or you can sell proxies for Reddit. Like I sell proxies. One of the reasons why I chose to sell proxies was because I know that a lot of people need proxies. A problem that people have is not having a proxy and needing one. So I was like, oh, well, like a lot of people need this, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Like setting up a proxy is not, I don't have to worry about a patch coming in 3 months that's going to fuck me over. Like it's been the same for years. It's going to be the same in years, for years. So I didn't have to worry about that. That's one of the reasons that I chose it. So basically the point is you need to come up with a solution to whatever the problem is. The three main problems being models, traffic, or chatters. Everybody needs models. Models a little bit saturated right now, but a guy who knows what he's doing, somebody who's good. And again, I know there's different, so a lot of people say like, oh, have a small team of models and focus on them, whatever. But like somebody, and I don't know, maybe that's the majority, but somebody who's good and know that they can take a girl who's doing 20K into 100K will take that girl, or a girl who's doing 5K or 7K into 60K will do that because they already know how to do it all. They know how to fucking connect the dots. So they'll take that girl. So like there's always a demand for models. And I'm fucking all over the place. I'm really hungry is the problem. All right. Number 4, create an offer around the problem. or around the solution. I should have said here, create an offer based on the solution. So I'll give you one of my examples, right? One of my most recent boot camp, which we are doing a new round of this within a month, I would say, let's make a deadline, was how to set up and run a webcam studio. The original idea was how to get traffic to your OnlyFans or to your model's OnlyFans via webcam traffic. However, after going through the bootcamp myself and actually doing it, I realized that like having a webcam studio is pretty good. Like it's pretty nice having a webcam studio. So, you can do some good numbers, and there's a lot of benefits to it, whatever. But when I, in order for me to get somebody to pay $2,000 or $1,500 in exchange for information, it needs to be packaged in a way that, to maximize sales. Maybe some people would have like bought it. If I was just like, oh yeah, guys, like I'm going to teach it for a couple of weeks with these guys. Let me know if you want to buy it. And that was it. Like I would not have sold as many. Well, maybe I would have, because like I have a good reputation. I think I do. But if you package it in a way that makes it that is an offer, right? That is a good offer in the copywriting sense, then you will sell more. For example, if you come up with a good offer, right? What was my offer? We're going to teach you how to do it. I don't even remember the offer, to be honest with you. I really don't even remember it. I wrote it down. It sounded good and people bought it. I think I threw in some bonuses there. Whatever. It was good. And the offer for the next one is going to be even better because we are going to basically help you set up the webcam bootcamp or the webcam studio by yourself. We're going to recruit the models for you. We're going to hire VAs for you. And all you have to do is like, I guess, manage it when we're done. So, I mean, that's a really good offer. That's a lot easier to sell than what we sold the first time, which was basically like, we're going to teach you how to do it and help you do all the work on your own. Now it's like, we're going to teach you how to do it. And we're also going to do part of it for you as, included as a bonus. That's fucking fire. So you got to create an offer, right? Don't just say, you can just be like, oh, I make Reddit accounts. But like, what if you made Reddit accounts and you also threw in some bonuses? Every time somebody buys a Reddit account, they get a fucking whatever, something, anything. Throw in some extra stuff to make it more appealing. And, if you really want to go to the next level, you will make whatever the extra thing that you throw in as valuable as the main thing that you're selling. Number 5. I guess that's the same as number 4. And number 5 is to just get it in front of as many people as possible. Like you identified who you want to sell to, you figured out what their problem is, you came up with a solution to the problem in the basic sense, you created an offer around the solution. Now it's time to just fucking throw it in everybody's face and be like, do you want to buy this? Are you interested? Lovely. Great. Give me your money. And that's really all it comes down to. So to my friend who wanted to make the fucking CRM for Fansly or for whatever the next best platform was, what that person was doing is they were starting with step 3, come up with a solution. But they weren't like, they didn't figure out who the audience was. There's no audience of people who's like, I really need a CRM Fansly. Nobody wants that. Nobody cares. So like, if you want to make money off the OFM community, which I think is a great idea, I encourage that. If you have like actually something good you're selling, then you absolutely must identify who you want to sell to and what problem you are solving. That's the biggest one. Solve a problem, get paid. Cool. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.